Yeah, so let's talk about aromatherapy and how to use essential oils to reduce stress, improve sleep, and balance emotion. And why we will talk about emotion because when we speak about smell, we speak about emotion. It's very related, and I will explain why. So a quick introduction, but I already did, so I will pass on that. So short disclaimer, it's only here for educational purpose and not for any other thing. So let's speak about essential oil. So what is essential oils? They are extracted from plants and they are obtained through distillation or mechanical method like such as cold expression or pressing for the citrus. And what is a steam distillation? So, in the still, the still is filled with the part of the plant you want to distill, and the steam pass through the plants and release some globules of essential oils into the water stream. And the fragrant steam is cooled back to water here, and then you obtain a liquid. In fact, there are two phases in the liquid. On the bottom, it's the something called hydrosol, and on the top, it's oily liquid, and that's the essential oil. So there are about 300 different essential oil, like citrus, lavender, rosemary, thyme, fir, cinnamon, mint, eucalyptus, chamomile, etc., etc. So 300 is a lot. They can be obtained from different parts of the plants. So we will have essential oil from herbs, flower, spice, fruit, trees, wood, or resin. And you have to be mindful that regarding essential oil, it's very concentrated. So for example, we need 10,000 roses to get 1 teaspoon of essential oils of roses. So it's a lot, and it's the most expensive essential oil. And for lavender, you need 330 pounds. It's about like 600, sorry, it will be about 150 kilo for 1 liter of essential oil. So that's a lot. So keep in mind that it's very concentrated and you only need a few drops when you use essential oils. So to be effective and avoid any adverse event, it's necessary to use them safely. So you will have to know how to use them, the dosage, the contraindication, the toxicity. But I will share for you some to use a few information, and it will be okay for what I share. So just this slide to show you how complex is the essential oils. This is the lavender essential oils, and you can see there are about 30 different components in these essential oils. And the more the two main components are linalool and linallyl acetate. So it's a lot. It's a very complex blend. So when you have an essential oils on the bottle, you should see that it's 100% natural, it's 100% pure. And on the bottle, you should see the name of the plant. So lavender, for example, you should see the botanical name, Lavandula angustifolia, and what is distillate, sorry, and where is it coming from. So for example, lavender is usually coming from France or Bulgaria or sometimes Italy or Spain. And it must be stored in a cool place. Shelf life is about 1 year for citrus, 5 years for eucalyptus. So we will see how to use it for lower stress, improve sleep, and balance emotion. And I will explain why you have this kind of emotion, or you remember a special place where you smell this smell, because it's when you smell, you inhale an essential oil, it will be absorbed by the nasal epithelium, and at the root of the cavity of your nose, there is olfactory epithelium, which contains olfactory receptor, and the essential oil will, and other smell will interact with the receptor, and it will touch the receptor, and it will give an electrical message that is sent to the brain, and especially the olfactory bulb, to the limbic system. And the limbic system is one of the oldest parts of our brain, and it's in charge of the emotion. So that's why is it so connected to souvenir and emotion. And some others will produce an immediate effect on the central nervous system. That's why it's very powerful and it's very quick effect. So then aromas can have an instant psychological and physiological effects. So you can apply essential oils topically too, but each time you have to dilute essential oils in the carrier oil, like almond oil or jojoba or coconut oil, because it's not very good to put the essential oils neat on the skin. It can be irritating. The essential oils will cross the different layers of the skin and can enter therefore the bloodstream. And but the action is slower than the inhalation. So how to use the essential oils? You can diffuse essential oils with a diffuser. So this one is called the ultrasound diffuser, and it's with water. There are another one, it's more expensive, but it's a good one, it's nebulization. You can inhale directly from the bottle, and it can be very effective. You can inhale with an inhaler, and I will show you what is it exactly. I'll show you the picture. And of course, you can apply the essential oils on the skin. So with this kind of, it's called roll-on. So in this presentation, I will going to see how to do anti-stress roll-on, a blend to diffuse for sleep, and an inhaler for kids and adults. So we will speak about 5 different essential oils: orange, sweet orange, marjoram, frankincense, lavender, chamomile. So I selected 5 very common essential oils and very powerful essential oils. So sweet orange, so it comes from the fresh fruit ring. So it's not obtained by distillation, but by cold expression. Usually the essential oils come from Italy or Spain. The main component is D-limonene, and so it's complicated, but I show you this because we have the grapefruit essential oils, and the grapefruit essential oils are as D-limonene too, about 90% too, but the smell is different, and it's about the same property. But for sweet orange, the aroma is very uplifting when it's diffused. It's very sweet and uplifting, and it's reduced. It's very good to reduce stress and anxiety and improve sleep, and it can be efficient to prevent colds and flu by supporting immunity. So just be aware that if you apply on the skin, so never neat but diluted, you have to wait 6 hours before going under the sun, because it can be phototoxic. So just to know that for sweet orange and grapefruit. You have marjoram. So marjoram is a mix of, the smell is a mix of lavender and thyme. I like the smell of marjoram, and it's come from flower. Usually it's from France, Spain, or South Africa. You can use it for its property: analgesic, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antispasmodic, but it's very emotionally, it's very comforting. It relieves stress and tension, anxiety, and improves sleep. And it calms obsessive thinking, comforts, and it's warm, but it's very warm. The third one is frankincense. So frankincense is obtained from the distillation of the resin from a small tree, and this tree is usually in Somalia, so in the Arabic Peninsula. the main component is alpha-pinene. So in alpha-pinene, you hear a pine, but it's so you have the same component in the pine essential oil. And so emotionally, it's very it's improved mood and cognition, and it can help calm the stress and help focus the mind. And it's a very remarkable essential oil because it help reduce germs and prevent colds and flu, and is very powerful for pain management. The fourth one is lavender. So it's from the flower, distillation from flower, from coming from France, Bulgaria, and Italy. It's very, so if you have only one essential oil, have this one if you like the smell, of course, because so for all the essential oil, when you use it, you have to like the smell. If you don't like the smell, don't use it. Just choose another one because it's very powerful. And so it will be, lavender will be very powerful for stress, anxiety, and insomnia. And like frankincense, it's reduce germs, it's an immune support, and it can lower pain. So it's non-toxic, non-irritating, but it can be allergenic. So be careful. So never apply it on the skin again. And I put this picture of lavender field, a lavender field, it's from France. Last year, I could see this beautiful field in the south of France where there are a lot of lavender fields. The last one is chamomile. So it's the distillation from flower. So chamomile is very, very powerful, very analgesic, anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, and it's very calming and sedative, has a very sedative effect and elevated stress and anxiety. It's non-toxic. The only thing it's a little bit expensive, and that's why usually the bottle is smaller when you buy it. The smell is very strong, so sometimes it can be annoying, but it's very powerful. It's a floral scent. I don't know if you have already smelled chamomile. So there are other essential oils that can really affect the emotion and the stress and all these essential oils are here. There are other. I crafted a small PDF, so hope you have it. So you will. I know that you will share. So you will have you will have all these resources. So a point to say is that to get the maximum of effect, it's better to blend essential oils. So and we call that synergy. But I share with you some small recipe. For example, so for lower the stress and decrease anxiety. So first of all, it's I don't know if you can see me. It's you can do an anti-stress roll-on. So roll-on is a small bottle glass, and on the top of the bottle you have like a little ball, and then you can apply on the skin. So, for example, you can blend lavender, orange, and frankincense, and then I'll show you the dosage. And then after you fill with carrier oil like almond oil, coconut oil, and so the dilution are different. For kids, it's lower, and for to have a general action, it's like about 5 to 10%. It's like you will put like 10 drops 20 drops of essential oils, and then you will fill the rest of the bottle with carrier oil, and it's like 10 milliliter. So for example, here you could put like 5 drops of lavender, 3 drops of sweet orange, and 3 drops of frankincense. And so as I said, you fill on the top with almond oil, for example. And so you can use it like twice a day. On the wrist, I will show you just after. And you can use it so twice a day, like doing 15 to 21 days. And after you have to stop like a week because you don't use the essential oil all the time. It's very powerful. So then you apply on the skin on the wrist. and you rub, and then you can inhale too, and then it will have a double action with absorption through the skin and inhalation. So, but as I said, lavender can be allergenic if you are sensitive. So it's better to make a small test on the elbow here, and you just put a very small drop, and you see if there is no reaction. It should be okay. So to improve sleep, sorry, you can diffuse essential oil like lavender, frankincense, marjoram, and but don't let it all the night. Just do it before going to bed. Um, yeah, because it can be annoying if it's too much. And the last thing I wanted to share with you, I think I found this thing very helpful and very practical, because you will have to put some drop on a small cotton, and the cotton you can put it in the this plastic cap, and you can keep this blend. I mean, just it smells very good. There is you open it and you can smell it, and it lasts like up to 2 months. So you can put this blend with frankincense, lavender, chamomile, and marjoram. So I put here some resources for other essential oils, because they have therapeutic property, and as I said, they have emotional property too. For example, so chamomile, as I said, calms, soothes, and sedates, but it's harmonized the mood. It's calm when you have overthinking. For example, geranium increase imagination and intuition. So they have different property. So here you have a few resources for that. You can see. So it's in the PDF I share. So, and my advice is don't use them all the time. Have some therapeutic windows, and so to sometimes to just make a break. Be careful when you buy where you buy essential oils, because it's not always, there are some bad quality. And if you start with essential oil, just start with a few essential oils. We start to focus on 5, for example, if you like the aroma, and after you can have more if you really like it. And I share some brands I like and I recommend. So there are in the US, so Aromatics International. It's a very good quality. You have mountain rose herbs. You have this, so Florihana is located in France, but there is sand everywhere, worldwide, in fact, and the essential oils are organic. So it's a very good brand. And in the US, you have Plant Therapy. And Plant Therapy, you can find them on Amazon, so in the US, so it can be helpful. And in the supermarket in the US, you can find this brand, Oracacia. So